What comes to mind when you hear the word glory? Perhaps it's the euphoria from graduating, or it's the moment in your life when you were jumping for joy because you won a big sports game. But Jesus points to something different in this upcoming Sunday's gospel. In his last words before he enters his act in the garden, in what is called the high priestly prayer, Jesus prays the Father by saying, "Give glory to your Son." What is that glory? It's his passion, crucifixion, and death. And the reason why Christ is glorified in that is because he shows and communicates the Father's love to us through his suffering. Now, we may not think of suffering as a sign of glory, but our sufferings conform us to Christ, which is why St. Peter says in the second reading, "Rejoice to the extent that you share in the sufferings of Christ, so that when his glory is revealed, you too may rejoice exceedingly." Now, we may feel like sufferings are heavy and they drain us, but it's in being emptied that we allow Christ to fill us with his own glory. So while we may not recognize the beauty of sufferings on this side of eternity, one day, when we stand before the throne of God, we'll realize that suffering is our great currency and a precious gift by which we glorify the Father. So I encourage you this week to offer your sufferings up by saying, "Jesus, this suffering is hard, but I give it to you. And I offer my suffering for a person who has just lost their job and doesn't know how he can put his kids through college. I want to offer my sufferings up for a child who just suffered a devastating injury and may not be able to play sports again. Because in doing so, we will glorify the Father through our sufferings, and then one day we will be brought into eternal glory."